Well, I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds. It's an absolute pleasure to be here at Maritech 2025 in beautiful Montreal, Quebec. I want to tell you, having great conversations already. Just spoke with a bunch of young professionals who are just starting their journey in the marine sector. And I want to tell you, this is a place to be, to intersect with people that have been around this sector for a while. And on that note, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do?
Well, I'm Irek Kuligowski. I'm now working as faculty of BCIT in North Vancouver. This is my, I hope, last job. I have been twice retired. I've been about twice around the world. So from Poland, which I left in '78. I work for German organization in Cyprus, in Hong Kong, in Bermuda, in India, Indonesia, Hong Kong, and then in Hamburg, in London. So that is one of the beauties of marine jobs, that you can have not just only a job, you can have a career, especially when you are marine engineers, because one thing we are certainly short of is an engineering staff.
Irek, you started your career in the Navy, the Russian Navy. Talk to me a little bit about your time in the Navy. You said that you ran the ship for one day and had to fix it for 3 weeks. Talk to me about your time.
Well, let's not exaggerate. I actually was in marine school in Poland, but we were sort of double way, so during my time, and I had to spend some time in the Polish Navy, but which was basically a Soviet Navy, right? We still had quite a few Soviet officers on board, and we had this mostly Soviet equipment. I was assigned to minesweepers at the time and stationed on a place which was called Hell. And it was a real hell. It was at the end of the peninsula. Food was lousy. We'll never forget up to now, once I put my scoop to the bottom to get something out of the soup, and I got a cow's head, right? So a lot of funny moments there.
Right.
And technically, equipment was very outdated, very miserable, and the engines were able to operate only short time, and then you were doing repairs, right? So,
Irek, where did this love of the sea come from? What was the passion behind it?
well, it was a strange thing. My father had a good friend, and he used to be radio officer in a Polish merchant navy during the Second World War. And when they were drinking, he was telling me the stories how it was in life in convoys across Atlantic. So he worked on one of these old Empire ships and was telling me stories that radio operator was the last one to leave the ship, right? So I got this idea, okay, I want to be radio operator. But fortunately, I didn't get into technical school of electronics, so I went with the engineering side. And that after shipbuilding, I went to Marine Academy. And I think that was a lucky bit, but okay, it developed quite nice. So initially I became a naval architect, and my job was to build the ships, design and build the ships. But after a short while on the job, when my backside was freezing to the section of the hull in the winter, and summertime I was sweating under the hammers and torches when they were constructing the blocks of the ship, I decided that there must be a better way of life than building the ships. So I decided to sail on the ships. Wow. And that's where I joined Marine Academy.
I mean, it must be amazing for you to be a part of that next generation of marine professional coming through. What does it feel like for you to give so much back of your experience?
Well, I don't have to work anymore. I retired as a managing director of a large German organization. I was picked up almost immediately by a Norwegian company, and I run their company as a managing director in Poland, all places. It's different Poland now, but I was there on contract before coming back home to Vancouver, and BCIT Marine had a problem. One of the faculty became sick. So can you substitute? I say, well, why not? I am a naval architect after all too, not only marine engineer. So okay, but poor guy passed away. So my job became more permanent, and they sent me to school to become a teacher.
Wow.
So I must have been the oldest guy in the group of alumni, at the end of 2 years program, right? With the funny hat and gown, right? But anyhow, I enjoy teaching. I like to talk with these guys, young guys. In a way, I sometimes envy them all the future, which is not anymore for me. And sometimes when I show them the ships on which I have been sailing with the coal-fired boilers, right, and a triple expansion steam engine, they say, you must be bloody joking. Who will work like this, right? But that was like this. So I had this chance to go through all the developments going from steam to diesel, going from steam turbine to diesel engine, and then going to all the super tankers, and then finally cruise ships with the diesel electric propulsion. So we have a lot to talk with my students, and I think we all enjoy ourselves. Of course, we are a different generation, they have a different points of view, but we get along quite well.
It's been an absolute privilege to have you in conversation with us. Thanks for your service to this incredible sector, and again, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with that next generation of mariners.
Thank you very much. 50 years in marine engineering for me passed like a dream very, very quickly. And I must say one thing, it's a good job, it's a work to spend the time, and it's a good to study. Thank you.